We want to take a second to tell you guys about Anchor.
We love Anchor.
It's made making a podcast so easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty inept when it comes to most things, and if I can handle it, anybody can handle it.
Yeah, Anchor was super user-friendly for us to figure out when we were first getting started, and it's been a great place for us to publish through. It sends our podcast to all the places that people want to listen.
Yep. And we don't use this feature because, as you know, we recorded our local public library, which we're grateful for that. But there's a place right in the Anchor app to record from your phone. So you could literally start a podcast this afternoon if you're interested in doing that.
Without any fancy equipment. Maybe sometime what we'll do is record from the park.
That would be
straight from
fun.
our phone.
We'll show you. We'll show you how easy it is to use Anchor. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to publish on Apple, Google, Spotify, who owns Anchor. Anywhere that you want to listen to podcasts, we're there.
So how can people get to Anchor?
So if you want to start your own podcast, and we recommend it because it's the funnest thing ever, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Thanks, Anchor. Hi, I'm Katie.
And I'm Erin.
And you're listening to Ropedrop and Parkhop.
Thanks for listening.
Yes. You're listening to it, and thank you for doing that.
And also thank you.
All right. Do we need a weather report?
No, I'm resistant.
Okay. Erin doesn't want to talk about it anymore, so we're moving on. Let's read a review.
I made a reel yesterday,
That's
though.
right.
Let me explain this really quickly. I made a reel on our Instagram. If you haven't seen it yet, go love it. Because I wanted to provide people with a scale so that they could understand how much I dislike the winter. And it was a scale of canoes to winter. So it was canoes, turkey leg, the wheel of death, and then winter. So you guys know my distaste for the wheel of death, my subtle distaste for turkey legs, my for canoes. Winter's bad. It's bad.
I wish you would sign those, though.
Okay, but I did also share it. I said, can anyone tell who has Instagram this week? And I had a couple messages that were like, obviously, Erin.
I don't want to be lumped into that because I like turkey legs and the wheel of death and winter. So the canoes.
Do I need to write love Erin?
Yes, love Erin. Erin does not love winter. Love Erin. All right, let's read a review. This one comes from Mishy Mac from back in February. And the title is First Timer, in parentheses, in 2 weeks. So that's exciting. We're glad you got to go on your first trip, Mishy Mac.
Mishy Mac, are you still here?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
I'm curious how we retain people after we take their trips.
And yes, after your first time, I hope you've been back also.
Right.
It's been a little while.
It has.
I've tried a few different DLR podcasts, not a sentence I ever saw myself writing, and this is my favorite. So thank you, and we hope you had a fabulous trip if you're listening. Reach out to us if you're listening, because I would like to know.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
If you like us for us, or if you were just using us for our information.
Right. And thanks, you guys, for the reviews. We
appreciate
really
them.
do love them. I know we say that all the time, but it's true.
It is very true. We appreciate them so much. So this week, there's quite a bit of news, and we decided since the holidays are coming up, we're recording 2 episodes today. And, well, we think we are.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. We'll see how we feel when this is over.
Stay tuned next Friday. If there's silence on the air, we did not record
and
a second episode.
if there is something from us, Merry Christmas. We got you a gift.
Right.
We're deciding. Anyway, I'm saying I'm gonna.
He's just putting it out there in the universe
that we're recording 2 episodes.
So we're gonna talk a lot about news today, and then we'll do a little fun.
Just a blurb.
Yeah, a blurb.
And then next week's episode probably won't have any news because we're going to try really hard not to come.
Right.
Unless
there's something big that happens, then we'll record.
Unless Bob Chapek comes back and replaces Bob Iger, then we are not going to come to the recording studio.
Let's not put that out there.
That's not going to happen.
Okay. So news-wise, let's talk about movie news really fast and get that out of the way.
Okay.
It's not really Disneyland specific news. Strange World not doing well at the box office and is coming to Disney Plus on December 23rd already.
Right in time for the holiday.
Yeah, so maybe go watch that with your family on Christmas. We call it Christmas Adam. Do you call it Christmas Adam?
I mean, I've heard that. I don't think, I don't know.
Because it comes the day before Christmas
Eve.
The
day before Christmas Eve.
What's it about?
Yeah. You don't know, do you?
I mean, it's about
aliens.
A family on a different planet. And it's like family relationships centered, and they're exploring a new world. And
so my kids and I have talked a little bit about it because we have Disney Plus and we watch Disney Plus frequently. and I know there's not a ton of ads on Disney Plus, but we haven't seen it advertised. You'd think it would be like a big banner on Disney Plus that you could click on and watch
a preview,
which I haven't seen that utilized. We stream. We don't watch TV to see the ads for movies. I don't understand how in this streaming age you make a movie be big.
Yeah, I agree, unless it's got, some other cred behind it. Like Avatar's coming out this week.
Right.
But that's like on its own merits.
Right.
Got its own advertising, right?
Right.
And unless you go to the movies frequently, that's where you see previews. I think that's where I saw Strange World previews.
Right.
Was at other movies in the theater. I feel like I saw previews for this a long, long time ago.
Okay.
Almost like they thought that they were going to release it sooner than they did.
Okay.
And then hadn't heard about it for a long time.
Maybe that's why it's releasing on Disney Plus so soon, too.
Maybe so.
Maybe they were prepared.
Okay, well, anyway, that is that. I think that's it for movie news. I was going to say Avatar, right?
Yeah.
And we are going Thursday, so I'll let you know.
So I have heard that it's over 3 hours long.
Yeah, it's long.
That's long.
Including previews, which I'm sure there will be a ton of previews.
It's going to be almost 4 hours.
Yes. We'll just wear a catheter or adult diapers, and we'll be fine.
A Camelback and a catheter, and you're good to go. Gross.
That is super gross. We're not doing that. Okay. Genie Plus modifications are available now in Disney World and Disneyland. So you can go in and you can choose your lightning lane selection and then go in and modify it at any point. So previously, you had to cancel it first, then choose a new time.
Yes. So I kind of feel like this was a bone that was thrown. Katie and I were talking a little bit about this before we hit record. This is fine. It makes it easier for sure, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. We have kind of differing opinions here, and that's okay. It makes it easier to do something in Genie Plus, because I always have said Genie Plus I don't feel is super user-friendly. It's a little clunky. This makes it a little bit easier. However, I can see so many things that they should have done with Genie Plus that wasn't this.
Yeah, well, and I think this was just an easy thing that they could do, that they did,
to shut people up?
Well, not necessarily, just that other changes that they could make might be a little more labor intensive, a little more technologically advanced, and like they're working on how to do that more seamlessly, maybe, is my thought.
Maybe.
I actually think this is a really good change because, and we were talking about this, for instance, the lightning lanes that go really quickly and are sold out by the end of the evening, if you have one of those reserved for later in the evening and see a time pop up for earlier in the day that you would like to grab, it feels much safer to be able to modify it to that earlier time than to cancel your later time, hoping to get the earlier time and have both of them disappear.
Right. And I also think this is going to benefit the East Coast a lot more.
Yeah.
Because at Walt Disney World, you're able to, and if you're listening to this podcast, we get this question occasionally. In Walt Disney World, you're able to start making lightning lane reservations at 7 a.m.
Yep.
As long as you have a park reservation and Genie Plus, you can purchase it at midnight, right?
Right.
And then start making lightning lane reservations at 7 a.m.
And you don't have to be checked into a park yet.
Right. And at Disneyland, you have to be scanned into the park. Your ticket has to have entered one of the parks for the day. You can go back to your hotel, but you have to have scanned into the parks. And so everybody's on a level playing field at Disneyland. Whereas I think at Walt Disney World, it's...
And they go really, really fast at Disney World. I don't know if they're selling more Genie Plus there or what's going on, but there's a little disclaimer that says you can book up to, 3 to 4 rides per day using Genie Plus at Disney World. And I think they put that in there to kind of set people's expectations.
And at Disneyland, I would say some of the more popular rides, Space Mountain, Indiana Jones, you can still book lightning lanes later in the day up until like 5 or 6 p.m.
Yeah, on most days. Yeah, for sure.
And that's not a thing that happens at Walt Disney World. And so I feel like this is a benefit for Walt Disney World guests more than, because you're going to have someone cancel a reservation for Ratatouille, something that's really popular, and that will pop up and you can quickly change to that. Whereas at Disneyland, I feel like it just isn't as big a deal at Disneyland.
Yeah, I would agree. I just think, any good changes are positive and a move in the right direction.
I agree with that.
I'm happy with it.
Me
I think it's
too, but I just am also not like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, which some people are. And I'm like, I don't think it is.
I think we will see some more changes as the year goes on.
I'm hopeful.
Starting next year. And then there are some new Magic Band Pluses available at Disneyland. They're cute.
Are they?
Did you see them? There's
I think I saw
Alice
something.
in Wonderland themed ones. I think it was a Cheshire Cat one, maybe.
I love Alice in Wonderland. I've seen the Cheshire Cat. Is it the same one? The purple and pink one?
I don't think so. It's a newer one.
Okay.
Well, at least they said it was new.
Okay.
So I don't think it's that one.
I considered that
Because I've seen that one before, too.
I considered it for my little wrist for when we go to Walt Disney World.
Anyways, keep an eye out for those. I think that's it for Genie Plus news.
Okay. And really quick, let's address that because you guys, I try to pay attention to Disney forums and I see the same questions over and over and over again. And I think we should address them frequently just because we might have someone listening for the first time this week. Magic Bands Plus. Do we recommend them?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet, but this is what I can see from a distance. From a distance, as a mom, I can see it's a pain for me. We've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate it really quickly. It's a pain for me to stand at the gate with my phone pulled out and have all of my family lined up like
Your
ducks.
ducklings,
Yes. And have the cast members scanning each ticket in individually and then shoving the right kid through the turnstile. And I can see, and same for Genie Plus for Lightning Lane reservations, showing up at Big Thunder Mountain, crowding around the little pedestal, pillar, whatever you want to call it, and me scanning everybody in while my kids stand there.
Right.
You know?
A lot of times the cast members would even just like usher my family through while I scanned.
Right.
Just, you know, on the honor
get you
system.
out of the way.
Right. So this will be much nicer because it's much easier to wait for your family on the other side.
Yes.
Of the
and not
little
block
scanner.
everything else. Yeah. And so this is nice because you don't, as a mom, again, or as a parent in general, you don't have to scan everybody. Your kids can just put their wrist up to it and scan themselves in. So A, they get a little feeling of autonomy, which what child doesn't love that?
Yes.
And also we get a little autonomy.
And it doesn't take away your ability to use your phone.
Right.
If, for instance, your kid's magic band falls off, you lose it, or they don't feel like wearing it anymore, you can still use your phone.
Incidentally, they do fall off.
Yes.
I've been seeing that a lot too. And actually, I'm going to order these. So this will benefit you.
The little holder bandy
Yes,
things?
I'm going to order a little pack of them.
Okay.
And so I will share them with you when we go.
Perfect. And don't forget that you can size your Magic Band Plus down. There is and I actually...
It's like a pull tab.
I actually have to use the kid setting too.
Oh, you have such a dainty little wrist. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah. My stubby little hands and little wrists.
Let me see them. Oh, they are kind of small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You're like a T-Rex.
I always thought I could be like this amazing piano player if I just had longer fingers, but it's fine. Yes. I do have T-Rex arms. All right. So that's our take on Magic Band Plus. I'd say yes. I'd say
yes.
they're cool, and it's a cool collector thing.
Yes.
It's I mean, they're kind of expensive, but they're not lightsaber expensive. Right. So,
and they interact with attractions and entertainment.
they do
And so
some
that's
cool
kind of
things.
cool with your kids. All of a sudden their wrist will start buzzing and lighting up. That's kind of fun.
And eventually they will have the capability to purchase things
Hopefully, yeah.
and enter hotel rooms
Yeah.
with their Magic Band Pluses.
Yeah.
So that's also a benefit that they have at Disney World that they will have at Disneyland eventually.
Yep.
Okay. 100th anniversary stuff is coming up soon. We've talked about this a lot already. New nighttime entertainment, but we had some merch drop or some hints of what the merch is going to be. Is it already at the
No,
parks?
it's out.
Okay.
Yep, it's out.
They're ready.
They're going.
They're not making the mistake of selling the Valentine's merch at Halloween anymore.
No, it's out. It's available.
There it is.
We've been seeing it all over social
No more
media.
held up shipping containers, apparently. There's
It's
some
cute.
really cute stuff. I like the Spirit jersey. I think
I
it's
know
cute.
you sent me a text.
Aaron and I talked about this a little bit before we started, but there have been some people complaining that it doesn't say Disneyland specifically on some of the merch. And we just want to remind you that this is not a Disneyland specific celebration. It's 100
The
years
Disney
of Disney.
company.
Yes. So the merch is going to be at both parks. The bulk of the celebrating is at Disneyland.
Yes.
We get the new shows and what else? Is that it?
Yes.
The castle gets a little bit of a zhuzh.
A little zhuzh at the castle. We get Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway as part of the celebration.
Right.
So, I mean, and I'm sure they
And
haven't
the
really...
parade.
They've announced a new nighttime celebration at Epcot.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
coming. I don't know. But they've said it's focused more at Disneyland.
Right.
And so
Disney World is still wrapping up their 50th celebration stuff. So it makes sense.
Couple more months.
That they would focus it at Disneyland.
Right.
So anyways,
So,
that's that.
Cute stuff though.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
Go check it out online if you haven't already. Disneyland Resort has some discounts coming up in 2023. You can save up to 20%. If you're a Disney Visa holder, you can save up to 30% on premium rooms. So if you're looking at booking at a Disneyland resort, it's a good time to do it.
And it's a good time to reach out to your favorite Mouse World travel agent.
That's right. Shameless plug.
To take care of that for you, because really, if you want someone to take care of all of your dining reservations for you, all of your hotel reservations, make sure everything is set up, your park reservations,
Right.
all the things you don't want to deal with that are a total pain in the butt. Mouse World travel planners can do it for you.
Yep.
So
And it costs you nothing extra.
that's right.
Okay. Disneyland After Dark events announced for early 2023.
Yep.
Are we excited about these? We had a friend reach out to us and ask if we wanted to go to one of those. And I was like, maybe. I've been to Sweethearts Night in 2019, right? Well, no, 2020, right before the shutdown.
That's right.
And enjoyed it. I didn't go with my sweetheart. It was a girls' trip, but it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. I just have a hard time. None of the After Dark events hold a candle to Oogie Boogie Bash, so it's really hard to want to pay that much extra to get that much less.
Right.
In my opinion.
I agree. So the two that are available this year are Sweethearts Night for it's not Sweethearts Night, it's Sweethearts 20 nights. Not quite, but it's quite a few.
Yeah, I'll tell you the dates in a minute. But
And Princess Night. Princess Night would be fun. Have they ever done a Princess Night before?
No, Princess Night is new. I'm not super into the princesses.
Me either.
I know that's kind of blasphemous, but
It would be fun if you're into princesses, which so many people are.
and I would, if they came out in different costumes or something, that would be fun to go and check out, right?
But you won't know until you get there.
Right.
So,
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about them. So Sweethearts Night is between $129 and $159 per person per night. And mix-in will be from 6 to 9 p.m. The party is from 9 to 1. And let me tell you a little bit about what you get. So there's a special themed fireworks show for Sweethearts Night. The Royal Ball, hosted by Aladdin and Jasmine near It's a Small World. A moonlit cruise on the Mark Twain riverboat with the sounds of a live jazz ensemble.
okay, that would be kind of fun.
Yeah. Island music from a Polynesian trio drifting through the night air at the Tropical Hideaway. They had that when we were there, and that was one of my favorite things.
Really?
Yes. Themed menu items available for purchase always, and photo opportunities with darling Disney couples.
That's one thing that they do different at Walt Disney World, too. When they have these after-hours things, they do a lot of times free or included.
Free treats.
Yeah.
Like cookies and
ice cream bars.
yeah. I feel like they have not done as much since COVID, though.
Really?
Like, I feel like people have been complaining that it's
That
just
it's not.
cookies
Right.
now. And they go around with their big Ziploc bags and collect as many cookies as possible to get their money's worth.
Like they're trick-or-treating.
Yes. I saw somebody comment on one of the posts. They were like, it's not trick-or-treating. What are you doing?
But they'll often have hot chocolate
Right.
and waters and things like that. I wish they would do some light treats.
Yeah.
Included.
Just a little. Just
something.
a little bit.
Yeah.
We just want a little bit.
And they do ornaments at the Christmas party. They've given for the Christmas, Mickey's Merry, what is it called at Walt Disney World?
Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party or something like that. Yeah.
The Happy Holiday Hoedown, whatever it's called. We watched, pause, side note.
Yeah.
I know people love when we go into the weeds. My family loves to watch Disney videos, like YouTubers. And we watched a Hoop-de-Doo review video last night.
This is when you texted me and said you were glad we weren't going.
Yes, I am not a hoedown type of gal. But anyway, Mickey's Happy Holiday Hoedown. They give ornaments out to everyone that's entering.
Oh, that's cute.
So everyone that enters I'm sure it's it's a metal. I think it's a metal ornament, but thin metal cut ornament.
Yeah, but still.
we get nothing.
something.
We get a lanyard.
I'm trying to think, when I went to the Christmas party last year, that's no longer happening.
Right.
They gave us ornaments then too. But
Didn't
were
they give you light up necklaces?
Yes, we did get light up. It was a light up necklace lanyard thingy with our credentials on it.
Yep.
So that was fun.
Okay, fine.
So maybe there's going to be something similar. What else? Then photo pass opportunities like backdrops.
Wonder, is
you to
PhotoPass included with your ticket? I would imagine it is.
Yes.
It is with Oogie Boogie, I know.
Unlimited Disney PhotoPass digital photo downloads from the party. And that is it for that. So no theme park reservations required if you're doing an after dark event, unless you want to go into the park before 3, and then you have to buy separate tickets and make separate reservations. All right, and then Princess Night is only 2 nights, March 7th and March 9th. Did I give the dates for Sweetheart?
I don't know.
I think I did.
I kind of got excited. And
I know, right? We're
interjected.
talking about the hoedown.
Sorry.
Sweethearts is January 31st, February 2nd, February 5th, February 7th, February 9th, February 14th, and February 16th. I'll probably make a graphic this week and put it up in stories for you guys to reference. That's a lot of nights.
And know that those nights, Disneyland's going to close at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So
and then,
either hop or...
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't hesitate to book a Disneyland day, even if you had one park per day tickets.
No, because it'll be a little
pretty
bit
late.
it'll be a little bit quieter in the park that day too, because a lot of people will be just doing DCA that day. People that have one park per day tickets will be at DCA instead because the park closes earlier.
Right.
So
I wouldn't hesitate to stay in Disneyland. 8 o'clock is not that early, really.
If you're not one that loves to close down the park, just plan on doing that.
And then also intermingled in there, February 15th.
Right. That's a random cast member party or something.
So a private event.
Yeah.
And so the park will close at 8 o'clock. So 3 nights in a row that week, you're going to have an 8 o'clock closure for Disneyland.
So if you have a trip planned that week, just, be ready to pivot. Okay. Princess Night. March 7th and March 9th. Same 6 to 9 mix-in and then 9 to 1 party. And prices are $129 for the 7th and $145 for the 9th. And you get a royal welcome at the Disneyland train station featuring Princess Minnie Mouse and Princess Daisy Duck.
Oh, that's kind of
cute.
fun. Yeah.
A musical concert celebrating heroines, including Moana, Merida, and more, accompanied by live vocalists. So that's different. A high-energy, candy-themed dance party at Tomorrowland Stage because, it's hosted by Vanellope von Schweetz. I was like, what does candy have to do with princesses?
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Revel in Tiana's Southern hospitality and dance along to jazz music in New Orleans Square. Specialty menu items, photo backdrops from Beauty and the Beast and the Princess Diaries. And unlimited photo downloads from the party. And I think that's it for Princess Night. So it sounds kind of fun, right? And those are only 2 dates. So tickets went on sale December 12th for Magic Key holders, although there was some drama and not everybody got tickets that wanted to, or they had to call in to get them or something.
And there's always the issue, too, where people, if you're ever buying tickets, this is a tip. If you're ever buying tickets to one of these after-hours events, process one time. If you process more than once, it's going to charge your card more than once.
Right.
And so there were people who had to go through like 4 or 5 times and their card kept getting charged. Things like that. Just know that Disney's IT sometimes leaves something to be desired.
Yes.
I don't know.
And I don't know how to fix it.
Me either. They need to, but.
Yeah. All right. So tickets went on sale for Magic Key holders on the 12th, and they went on sale because you're listening to this on Friday. They went on sale yesterday to the general public, and they were still available
Wednesday.
The
14th.
Sorry. Wednesday
it's
the
Dustin's
14th.
birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
That's how I know.
As of recording, there are still tickets available for all of the nights, I think. So
yes. I'm curious to see if they sell out.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted.
Yep, we'll watch.
All right. Construction news.
Yes.
Let's talk about construction.
Okay, so one of the things I saw this week, somebody shared, and I shared it on our stories. Some of the scrim has come down at the Jazz Kitchen with the new facade showing up. It's pretty.
I'm excited to see
And it still feels New Orleans to me.
Good. It still fits.
Yes, and I think a lot of people were really nervous about this new like mid-century modern look.
Right.
I think it's going to tie, because that's what they've said for the new area, right? Mid-century modern. I think it's a good tie-in. I think it looks really nice.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
Yep.
The construction wall around Grizzly Peak Airfield around the plane has come down.
Which is nice.
That's very nice. It makes that area feel so much more open.
Yes, and it was there for quite a while.
It was.
So I'm excited about that.
What else in construction news? Tarzan's Treehouse is still
under construction. So that's a great segue. Thank you, Katie.
Yes.
Let's talk about closures and refurbishments. You guys, it's a wild ride when we're talking about refurbishments.
Normally we can say, this refurb is coming up and ending this day, and we don't have to worry about it after that. But they keep changing it on us. They do.
So we have some dates for you. Some things have changed since last week. I think last week we said things had changed from the week before. Who knows why, but whatever, it is what it is. So right now, this is where we're at. It might change tomorrow. It's a small world holiday. They're going to be removing the holiday overlay starting January 9th, and then the ride will reopen on the 20th. Indiana Jones goes down on the 9th. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln and the Disney Gallery both go down on the 9th. And Grizzly River Run goes down on the 9th. For those 4... as of right now, there's no reopening date. Those are closed indefinitely. Anyway, there's no reopening date. Calendar only goes through January 24th, so at least until January 24th. And then Radiator Springs Racers. Okay, last week we talked about, let's talk about this. Last week, we told you that Web Slingers would be down. And we said, go back and listen if you don't believe us. We said, I don't know why Web Slingers is going down already. It's a brand new ride. I don't know why they're setting it down for a refurb when Radiator Springs Racers needs it more. And the next day, I swear, Web Slingers was pulled from the, I'm making this very dramatic, it was pulled from the refurbishment list and Radiator Springs was added. It's like they're listening.
Yep.
And
Thanks, Iger.
I checked the room for bugs this morning when we got here. I do not see any. I don't know. That outlet over there looks a little suspicious. But anyway, just kidding. So Web Slingers is not on refurbishment anymore. So if you're going during this time, know that Web Slingers will be there.
But Radiator Springs won't. I think people will be disappointed.
Yes,
in that change.
It is going down for a week. So it will be down the 17th through the 23rd, back up on the 24th. If you're going that week, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It needs it.
And then Mickey's PhilharMagic will close down on the 23rd. And again, the calendar only goes to the 24th, so there's no reopening date yet.
I feel like that one shuts down quite often.
Does it?
Doesn't it?
I don't know.
Wasn't it down for a refurb not too long ago?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Maybe the duck butt up on the wall needs to be...
He needs to be dusted.
Yes.
Gotta go dust the duck butt. So, yeah, know that those are all going to be your refurbishments coming up. That's what we have on the calendar for now. And it's fluid. It might change tomorrow.
Right. Really quickly, guys, we have stickers available.
Yes, we do.
If you're following us on Instagram.
You might know already. But
we have these cute little stickers for your Yeti or your Stanley or wherever you want to throw them. So make sure you go on Instagram and grab one of those if you would like one.
Yes. Maybe we should do like a static post for that.
Yeah.
So that they're there.
That's a good idea.
We threw up a thing. We just got them last week and threw it up. And we appreciate all of the support that you guys give us through ratings and reviews. That's a free way to support us. This is a way that you can support us financially.
Yeah.
If you'd like to. You don't have to. Don't ever feel obligated.
No.
And I'm sure we did a giveaway already.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sure we'll
keep
continue
watching.
to throw some out.
Yep. But it's a really good stocking stuffer idea.
It is. And they're cute.
They're
if I
really
do say so
cute.
myself.
Yes, Erin designed them. She did a great job.
Yes.
They're beautiful.
They're $4 shipped. So if you want one, reach out to us. Let us know. You can email us. You can let us know on Instagram or on Facebook. Any place, and we'll get one sent out to you.
So if you're not on Instagram, just email us and we can send you a picture if you'd like.
They're cute, though. I like them a lot.
They're really cute. And that is it for news, friends. Our podcast is brought to you by Mouse World Travel. Imagine going on the most stress-free, well-planned Disney vacation of your life. Now imagine you didn't pay anything extra for that personalized service. That's what you'll get when you use an authorized travel planner from Mouse World Travel to book your next Disney vacation. From resorts to cruises and everything in between, they are here to help you get the most out of your next family trip. Just go to mouseworldtravel.com, fill out a short request form, and make sure you mention our code Ropedrop so they know that we sent you.
All right, since this was so much news, we don't want the episode to be too long, so we're just going to do a quick little thing. We looked over the holiday menus, actually, not necessarily holiday, seasonal.
Yeah, most of mine is seasonal holiday.
I think, I have one from Paradise Gardens, which I think always follows. It's not considered holiday, it's always, but their menu changes.
Right.
So actually, I have like 1.5 from there.
Here we go. So we're going to talk about treats that we wish we were trying at Disneyland Resort this holiday season.
Not necessarily treats, but just things we wish we could eat while we were at Disneyland this holiday season.
Right. We just wish we were there. That's all it is.
Right. It's just us pining.
Just sitting there eating. That's all we want.
Yeah.
So I'll start if you want.
Go for it.
I really want to try the turkey poutine that is at the Festival of Holidays booths. I love poutine.
I love poutine also.
And it sounds really delicious. And I love the idea of sweet potatoes in the poutine and turkey. I love a good Thanksgiving themed. Yeah.
I would like that too.
Yeah.
I would share that with you. It's probably not shareable if it's at a holiday booth.
Maybe. I mean, maybe I'd only need a
good poutine here.
No.
Oh.
Where's a good poutine place?
There's not a good poutine place.
Oh.
Well, there's a poutine truck.
I thought you were going to tell me something.
No, I am. It's not a poutine place though.
Oh.
What were you going to just say when you pointed your finger at me?
Is it the Funny Frites place? Fusion Frites?
Fusion Frites.
Yes.
I've never tried it.
I haven't either.
Okay. And they have like dessert poutines also.
Yeah, maybe we need to make a date and go.
Okay. Do you want to know the other place?
Yeah, tell me.
Albertsons.
No way.
The
yes,
big one.
I've had it at Marketplace. Yes, I've had it there.
And they have good poutine.
Yes.
Brisket.
Yes.
We should have a date there.
I haven't been there for a long time.
We actually like to go there. So you guys, brag alert here. Boise, Idaho is home to the largest Albertsons in the world. Actually, no. Meridian. Is it Meridian? It's right on the cusp.
I don't know. It's
I don't know
probably
if
on
it's
the
Boise
border.
or Meridian. It's right. I mean, if it's not one or the other, you can spit into the other one. But anyway, Boise, greater Boise area. The largest Albertsons, which if you don't have Albertsons where you are, it's a grocery store chain, in the world. And on one half of the Albertsons, they just have like a wall of food. And so it's different places, tacos and sushi and poutine. And a barbecue place. And pizza and salads and all kinds of different, like a little food court. But they have poutine there and it's delicious.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, we should go there.
We
Like
totally should.
And as soon as I'm done recording, I probably will.
Erin's like, I'm in the mood for poutine now.
Poutine sounds good.
You're welcome.
Thank
All
you
right,
very much.
what's on your list?
Okay, mine is this is a sweet, which I'm not a sweet tooth. The Sipping Cocoa with Belgian waffle dippers from Jolly Holiday.
Almost put that on my list, but she wouldn't let me.
I stabbed her hand with my pen. Number one, it's not always available. It's available from 8 o'clock until closing.
Oh.
So it's on their late night menu.
Interesting.
And fun story, I ordered these the other night for our friend Hannah. Hannah Learning Disney was there with her family. And so I ordered her 2 orders of these. And she and her family went and picked them up and got to enjoy them as a surprise. The reason I'm telling you this, though, is when Hannah went and picked it up, they only gave her the chocolate. They did not give her the dipping waffles.
Oh, weird.
Yes. So she sent me a little picture and she was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And she showed a picture of the kids or a video of the kids drinking. And I was like, where are the waffles? And she was like, what? And I said, you're supposed to get waffle dippers with them. And she says, oh, we didn't. And I was like, go back. And so they went back and they got a second order, including the waffles to dip. And she said it was so much better with the waffles. So if you order these, just make sure you get.
You don't have to just drink straight chocolate.
Right. Get your dippers also.
That's really funny.
I know.
All right. Next on my list is the gingerbread cake, which is also at a food booth for Festival of Holidays. I love gingerbread.
Do you?
I do. It's one of my favorite Christmas treats.
I can do a little bit, but I'm not a big
I love
Big
gingerbread.
fan.
So of the gingerbread, I of course love the gingerbread cookies at Disneyland too. I like the gingerbread men better than the Mickey shaped.
Okay.
Does that make sense? The gingerbread Mickey
Men?
full body. Yes. Not just the Mickey head. That's my preference.
Do the legs taste better?
I don't know.
The legs and
something
the
about
torso?
Something about the way the cookie is baked. That was, so I was not allowed to add that because I've already had that. But the gingerbread cake, I have not tried yet. And
Okay.
it sounds really good.
Fair. What is it? Does it have like icing and stuff on it too?
Yeah, it has like some kind of drizzle on it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
see.
that
That's
sounds
not
yummy.
something I'd reach for. Again, not a sweet eater, but also
Right.
gingerbread. I'll eat it a little bit here and there because it's Christmas time, But anyway.
Okay, next for you.
Okay, Paradise Garden Grill
'Kay.
they changed their menu. We talk about this occasionally.
Right.
They change their menu frequently, check it often. But one of the things this is where I have a 1.5 and I screenshot it so I could read to you what they are. But they have 2. I watched Magic Journey's video over the weekend and this just looked so good. So the first thing that I would get from there, it is called a Pozzol Dip Torta.
Oh, yum.
And it is a Pozzol braised pork torta, so like a sandwich, with hominy spread, cabbage, radish, cilantro, and jalapeno slaw, and served with a side of Pozzol consomme.
That sounds delightful.
It looked delightful. And they said too, it was really large and you could share it.
Nice.
But it looked like a good French dip.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Like a Mexican
like
French
like a
dip.
birria kind of
Yeah.
vibe going
Yeah.
on there.
Yep.
That sounds very flavorful.
Yes, it looked so good. And then
Let's
the
go.
other thing, I know right now, the other thing that they also ate at the same time, they have chicken tinga arepas.
Arepas?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I love arepas.
Handmade arepa topped with refried beans, chicken tinga, cabbage, and queso fresco. And that looked really good too.
Nice.
So they just had a couple things there that I was like, oh, I want to go eat that.
Yeah, that sounds yummy.
Yeah.
I love it when they have their Mexican-inspired dishes at Paradise. That's my favorite.
I know. They had barbecue for a minute. What was that all about?
They were trying to do a nod to the, what's it called?
the Big Thunder Ranch barbecue.
Big Thunder Ranch. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were trying to do.
Because you could get a family platter back there, which maybe they'll bring that back after the holidays. I don't know.
Maybe.
But this menu looks good. Keep it until we're there again.
It's been a long time, but they used to have a Greek style menu there.
Yes.
Do you remember that? It
Yep.
was like Mediterranean
Yep.
inspired,
I do
which
remember
I
that.
really liked that one too. It's been a hot minute since they've had that one. Okay, next on my list, surprise, surprise, is the gingerbread churro.
Oh, good grief.
It sounds yummy. It's a good mix of a yummy churro and gingerbread flavor.
That would be okay. Churros are touch and go for me. Like the
Right.
lemon churro.
Yeah,
Ugh,
no.
I did not like it.
Right. I think it was the mix of cinnamon and lemon that wasn't working on that churro.
It was so weird. But gingerbread would be okay
Gingerbread,
with some cinnamon.
I think, would work, yes.
Yes. Okay, fine. I could handle that.
I really love the pumpkin spice churro is one of my favorite specialty churros, and it sounds like it would be kind of reminiscent of that.
Speaking of churros, I miss the Fluffernutter.
Me too. Shout out to the Fluffernutter. It's coming back.
Dear Disney.
There's no way it's not coming back, right?
It needs to always be there. Off season, Fluffernutter churro needs to always be available. Okay. My third one, the Christmas tree cone from the Cozy Cone. Have you seen this?
I have, and I've heard that it's really hard to finish.
Really?
Like that it's
so
lot.
big?
Yeah.
So it is peppermint soft serve decorated with holiday sprinkles. I would probably have them hold the sprinkles. That just sounds like,
I don't really like sprinkles in my ice cream. Like
It's
I
a
don't
waste.
like a crunchy in my ice cream.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
I would just want the peppermint soft serve. But it looks good, and I've heard it's a really good peppermint soft serve.
It's beautiful.
It's
very
really pretty.
Instagrammable.
It is. Mm-hmm. That's where I've seen it.
And then, are we going to do an honorable mention?
You can do your honorable
Okay,
mention because I'm gonna balk at this one too.
All right, sounds good. Maple beignets with a maple bacon dipping sauce, which sound amazing.
So many people would love that. I am not one.
Aaron,
Maple flavor is like banana flavor for me.
Gotcha.
I can't do maple flavor.
I love maple. Like
I love bacon.
I love maple bars.
Yeah.
I love maple bars with bacon on them.
Yeah.
Have you ever had those?
I have not, but I mean, we've gotten them. I just don't eat them. I literally, let me tell you. Do you ever go to Sweet Sensations? Have you ever been there at all?
You brought me something from Sweet Sensations before, I think.
Oh, yes. Best donuts ever. And there's one kind of by our house now.
Okay.
They have Dustin, and I think Dustin's really the only one in my house who loves maple bars. I will have them bag them separately because I do not want the maple to infiltrate my donut.
That's too funny.
So I can't, no, I've never had a maple but my kids have gotten them before.
Gotcha. That's like my guilty pleasure. I don't really like donuts that much. Like they're not my favorite, but I will eat a maple bar with bacon on it.
Noted. Next time I go, I'll get you a maple bacon bar from there. So instead of doing an honorable mention for what I want to try, I decided to share. I just decided to tell you guys something I used to love at Disneyland that they took away and they need to bring back. So this is my Dear Disney for the episode.
Right. So we're looking for the bug in the room and we're talking to it.
Dear, I'm looking at the outlet, the suspicious outlet. Chocolate covered pineapple spears.
Oh, yes.
Did you ever get that?
About those. Yep. Super yummy.
I got that every single time I went to Disneyland. And again, I'm not a big sweets eater, but I think the
combo of the tart and chocolate sweet. Oh,
yes,
yeah, that's
I
yummy.
loved that. Why did they take it away?
I love any kind of chocolate covered fruit. Like, I love a caramel apple. I love.
You want me to eat fruit? Slap some chocolate.
There you go. Those like edible arrangements are your favorite, right? Chocolate covered strawberries. Yes. So good.
But chocolate covered pineapple spears. They used to have them at like Trolley Treats, Candy Palace, Marceline's. And it's exactly what you'd think. It was a spear of pineapple on a stick dipped in chocolate. It was so good.
And it wasn't dried pineapple, right? It was like a fresh pineapple.
Fresh.
Oh, so yummy.
And it was really hard to eat. I do remember that.
Yeah. Because the chocolate kind of crumbles and falls off of it, right?
And so you're just leaving a trail. Maybe instead of making it like on a stick, just wrap it would be smarter. If anyone from Disney is listening and you are thinking, oh, Erin, that's a really good idea. We should bring those back. Let me give you some modifications. Get rid of the stick.
There you go.
It's not easy to eat on a stick.
It's true. Corn dogs, Tigger tails.
Tigger tails are so good. Gosh dang it.
All right, guys. We might be hopping in the car and driving 12 hours tonight.
We'll see you at Disneyland tomorrow.
We might be broadcasting from Disneyland tomorrow.
Just
can't help it.
Just kidding.
All right, guys. I think that's it. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Ropedrop.Parkhop and Facebook. The same.
Yep.
Email us if you want to.
Yep.
Reach out to us. Grab a sticker if you want one.
And if you haven't already subscribed, rated, and reviewed, we appreciate those as well. That can be your holiday gift to us.
Yes.
A rating and a review. And I think we mentioned this before, but if you've already rated us on Apple Podcasts, you can continue to do it. I think every time you go in, you can rate us again.
Yeah.
So feel free.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
As of right now, we'll just see you in the new year.
Yeah, sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.